Hi everyone, it's DearMamaSal helping you cope with love, life and other problems. Do you want an easy, cost-effective way to feed a group of hungry people? Sure you do. There's even a healthy option suggested in here, so you can have it either not so healthy or healthier. Enjoy a very simple pulled pork recipe, ideal for watching the game or the Olympics. Well, hi everybody, this is DearMamaSal, and I thought I'd show you what's cooking for dinner tonight. I've got a pork butt sitting in there. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? And I put really leftover things in there. Some leftover Worcestershire sauce, some barbecue sauce, some HP sauce, a little bit of soy sauce, what was left in a bottle of sweet and sour sauce, and some mustard. Now, I'm trying to think quantities because I know some of you like quantities and I'm not good about that. I think I put in about 6 shakes of Worcestershire sauce. Maybe 1/4 cup of the barbecue sauce. Not very much of the HP sauce, just a squirt of it really. Probably 1/2 cup of the soy sauce. There I probably had about 1/4 cup left. I mixed some water with it and just shook it up. And there, well, there you go. That's how much mustard I put on top. So now I've got it set on high in my slow cooker, and it's been on for 3/4 of an hour already. So I actually set it for 6 hours total. Now I will probably come back in about 4 hours and see how it's doing and decide whether to turn it down to low or not. I probably about 3/4 of the way through I will do that. I'll make up my mind when I see it. The most important thing, of course, is that when it's about an hour away from being finished, or my time that I want to serve it, I will take it out, shred it, and then put it back in the juices, whatever juices are left. That way all the juices will permeate the the meat. It'd be pretty darn tasty. I've got whole wheat buns to go with it, and so part of it I will have as pulled pork, and then the rest of it I will keep and use on noodles or whatever else. And remember I'm feeding other people today, so this will end up feeding 4 of us and still have enough left over for me to have at least one more meal during the week. Total cost, $12 for the meat, and the leftovers, well, you work it out. So I always, and the buns, well, yeah, buns are pretty good price these days, so I always think it's a really tasty meal. Now, it doesn't have many vegetables in it, obviously. So if you wanted to make it more healthy, I guess, then, serve a salad with it, or some avocado on the side, or whatever. Just put some vegetables that are what I call decoration, that people seem to end up eating anyway. The other thing that you can do, and I haven't done it this time, but I have done it before now, which is actually serve the pulled pork in lettuce leaves. Get an iceberg lettuce and then just serve it in there with maybe some chow mein noodles in as well. Makes it crunchy and tasty and really good. Actually, I might do that with some of the leftovers now that I think about it. Okay, nice simple meal. Well, here I am back again, and we've got about 3 hours left to go. I still have it on high. I want to make sure that it is done. I've got my awesome little thermometer thing that I use, my Taylor. It works really well. So all I do is I turn it on, and then I tell it well done pork is 76 centigrade. Okay, so I'm going to enter that because that's what I want. The actual temperature in the room at the moment is 25. That's what it's measuring at the moment. So now we're going to open this up, put it in about halfway, and you see it's already got a blue light on it. Oh, it's got a green light on it, which means it's already at the right temperature. In fact, it's over the right temperature. So I'm going to cover it up again, just while I put the thermometer down. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take the lid off quickly, turn it over again. So now we know it's cooked. I'm going to put it down to low, because now we're going to go from taking it from cooking to making it succulent and marvelous. You can probably see the juices are already boiling very slightly, simmering in fact would be the word, I think. They're simmering beautifully, and you can also see some of the fat has come off it. And what I liked about this particular cut was it didn't seem to be too fatty at all, so we'll see. Now I'm just going to let it quietly stew in its juices, as they say, and we're going to be doing that for the next 3 hours. And if that isn't pulling apart like a dream at the end of that and tasting wonderful, you know how I really worked so hard at this, right? You'll tell everybody I slaved to create this. Okay. It's now just about ready, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out most of the liquid, just so I can take the worst of the fat off it. And then I'm going to pull the pork apart and then put back some of the liquid. And I just want to show you that this is just falling apart so easily. Doesn't that look wonderful? Now what I'm going to do is just get most of it pulled apart like this, and then I'm going to put it back in the juices again. There we go. So all I'm doing literally is just stirring it, all those good tasting juices. And just before I put the lid back on, I just want to taste it to see if it's the taste I want it to be. That's pretty tasty. I'm going to add just a little bit of Bovril to it, just to give it a bit more oomph. Now, you will notice that I didn't put any seasonings in it, didn't put any garlic or anything. As you probably know, I'm allergic to garlic, that's why you don't see me do that. It's about this stage now that I'm going to add salt and pepper, rather than earlier. There we go, a little bit of salt. Now I'm going to put in some Montreal steak spice, because that has a little bit of everything in it. And funny enough, it also has dehydrated garlic, but for some reason it never affects me in the Montreal steak spice. It's when I have it fresh that it really affects me badly. Okay, so now we've got some really good looking stuff. By the way, the actual rib section came off all on its own, like this. So I'm going to keep that and have it as a separate meal. Okay. Just going to add a little bit more Worcester sauce to it. That's not all Worcester sauce, I just rinsed out the bottle really. And I'm just going to leave that to keep cooking until it's served. Yum. And there we have it. Doesn't that look good? I want it to taste wonderful. And I'm going to take that and go sit on my bed and watch the Olympics for a little while. Yum.